Hey, church family, I'm Austin. I'm the creative director at Willowbrook. Hope you're having a great day and hope you have a great weekend ahead of you. Hope you're making plans to join us on Sunday morning as Pastor Mark continues his Hope in Hard Times series. I'm excited for that, excited for a great morning of worship and fellowship with our church family. So today, in our deep dive, we're in the book of Philippians, chapter 1, verses 27 through 30. I wanted to start by reading that together and then look at some ways that this applies to our lives today. In verse 27, it says, "Whatever happens, conduct yourself in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ. Then, whether I come and see you or only hear about you in my absence, I will know that you stand firm in the one Spirit, striving together as one for the faith of the gospel, without being frightened in any way by those who oppose you. This is a sign to them that they will be destroyed, but that you will be saved, and that by God. For it has been granted to you on behalf of Christ, not only to believe in him, but also to suffer for him, since you are going through the same struggle you saw I had, and now hear that I still have." First thing I want to point out that we can apply to our lives is in verse 27. This is a great reminder for me. Whatever happens, conduct yourself in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ. When we're walking through hard times, right? When we're going through trials, tribulations, we need that reminder. We need to live in a way that is worthy of the gospel. It keeps our witness intact. It keeps our faith strong. I just think that's so important as a reminder. The next is verse 28 says, "Without being frightened in any way of those who oppose you. This is a sign to them that they will be destroyed and that you will be saved, and that by God." I think this is a great reminder, again, when we're walking through trials and tribulations, that our trials are really very insignificant in the long run, right? Our earthly trials that we face, when we keep our mind on the fact that Jesus has already saved us, already made a way for us, our trials become so much more bearable when we keep our eyes fixed on that. And finally, in verse 29, this is the last point I want to draw from. I think this is really interesting. It says, "For it has been granted to you on behalf of Christ, not only to believe in him, but also to suffer for him." It's been granted to us. I think it's easy for us to take belief as something that's been granted or given to us, right? We're thankful for that. What's harder is to be grateful for the suffering, right? Nobody likes to go through suffering. Sometimes it feels like, man, what did I do? Why am I being, it can feel like punishment. But we see here that suffering for Christ has been given to us, has been granted. It's a privilege to suffer for Christ. So when we walk through that, I think keeping that truth in mind helps us to walk through those times and keep our faith and live in a manner worthy of the gospel. Hope you have a great weekend, church family. We will see you Sunday.